Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to go over how to make extruded cuts in Solidworks. Now, to make this video more interesting, I'm also going to use the linear pattern tool. We talked a little bit about pattern tools in the last video. And we're also going to be using the same C bracket part that we used from the previous video. So where we're going to be making our extruded cuts is going to be on the sides of the C bracket. This is a useful strategy if, say, you wanted to put an axle through a C bracket, which is kind of how we're going to approach our work today. So, like in the previous video, we're going to sketch some circles. Here I sketched two of them. You can sketch them out one by one, or as we're going to do today, you can just sketch one and we can make a linear pattern. Just like in the previous video, when you want to make a pattern, you first have to extrude or extruded cut the feature. In our case, we're going to do the extruded cut. To do an extruded cut, you're going to use the extruded cut feature right here. And it's going to make a cut in your part. Over in the menu, you can see our options. One of them is blind, which will make a simple extruded cut where you specify the length. There's also mid-plane, which does both sides of the plane. There's offset, which will offset the extruded cut. And there's these through-alls. The first through-all is only going to go through the initial body, which in this case is this part of the C bracket. But if you go through all both, it's going to allow you to go all the way through on both sides. In our case, we're just going to go through all. And as you can see here, I have dragged out this extrude feature to go through both parts. Another feature I want to mention is, just like with extrude features, you can specify the direction and you can also do a draft, which is very useful if you're going to make a machined hole from scratch. When you're ready to save, just click the green check and it will save. And as you can see, we have extruded this out and we've also made a nice little groove in our part, which can be useful depending on what you're trying to make. Now, as I said before, we are going to use a pattern to make this feature go up the entire length of this end of the C bracket. And to do that, we're going to click our Cut Extrude entity. We're going to click Linear Pattern this time. And to specify the direction, we're going to click this vertical direction. And as you can see, when you initially select it, it's going to want to go down, but we want to go up. So we're going to click this box here, and it's going to reverse the direction. I'm going to space them out 20 millimeters apart so they're not right on top of each other. And I'm going to add 5. And as you can see here, it's going to repeat the same extruded cut feature 4 more times, going up the C bracket. And when I save, you can see that we now have 5 holes going up the edge of our C-bracket. In the next video, I'm going to briefly go over the hole wizard tool. This is great if you want to make a predefined hole, such as a screw hole. And then in future videos, we're going to go over some basics of SolidWorks assemblies.